he doesn't. Anyway, next speaker is Laura Ferries, and she's going to come and tell us about controlling relationships.
Some years ago in my past, I broke up with somebody who I'd been with for 2 years, and obviously I knew something was off. It took me a few months after that to realise that it was actually emotionally abusive as a relationship. So what is emotional abuse? It would take a lot longer than 5 minutes to explain, but the key components are manipulation and control, and it is so covert that you do not even know it's happening. Why? Why do they do it? Well, these people believe that they can gain a false kind of sense of empowerment by disempowering someone else. And they choose people, ironically, who they envy and they wish they had certain traits of and take it from them. At first, you are idealised by them and everything that you do is fabulous and you're on cloud 9. And then very, very subtly and gradually over time, everything you do is wrong and you find yourself going from the apple of their eye to walking on eggshells. As we know, a healthy relationship is one on an equal footing. We are together in a relationship to relate, to be in a horizontal relationship rather than a vertical, uneven one. When you're in this, you do not see it happening. You're not foolish, you're not stupid. Your brain is like this with every conflict, every row, every make-up phase afterwards. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions around emotional abuse. When I was 12, this was a really famous storyline in EastEnders, and it was around physical abuse. You might remember it. I saw that at age 12 and knew hitting somebody is wrong. Another misconception is that this only happens to women enacted by men, and that is wrong. It can happen to men by women and in any combination of genders. Another misconception is that if it happens to you and you are emotionally abused, you must be a doormat, you must be weak, you must be stupid. Scary Spice herself, an emblem of girl power, she was in a most horrific coercive relationship. There's misconceptions around narcissism, that narcissists are just obsessed with the way they look. It's actually about a hole in the soul that they are constantly trying to fill by detracting from other people. It's not about the outside, it's about a lack on the inside. People talk about love bombing and think that that is something that just happens at the start, and then you should just kind of notice then. It's a cycle of intermittent reinforcement, the good, the bad, the good, the bad, and you are dizzy with every single loop around that cycle. Then there's a lot of distortions happening. When you feel that something's wrong, people steer you away from it. Oh, it's just a joke, don't be silly, it's just a pet name, I was only kidding. God, you're so serious. And then you talk to people and say, I feel like something's off. Yeah, but you are a bit sensitive though, aren't you? You know, you do take things to heart. Yeah, I suppose I do really, don't I? I should lighten up. I don't need to read that out. When you leave someone like that and you're going through this really delicate process, you find that a lot of people don't want to know. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and it adds to the isolation. So, whilst you're in it, you're confused, and afterwards you're confused. The problem behind this is that it is not understood, it's not acknowledged, and when I was growing up, I only knew about physical, tangible abuse. So, what do we do? How do we stop people like me, like other people who've been through it, people who are going through it right now? How do we do this? How do we stop it? There's no quick fix. But there are really valuable organisations and charities who are working to raise awareness of this. My talk alone tonight is not going to change a lot, but it is every seed that's sown. It helps people understand more. The more that it's in the common consciousness, I am yet to find a Netflix series, a BBC iPlayer series that covers a story that I can relate to. But talking to people who've been through it is really, really validating and healing. It's about breaking the chains of your own abuse and about breaking the cycle so that you don't then reenact that. Those people who do that, they'll have gone through some level of disempowerment in their youth and they then externalise that onto other people. You have to be better and you have to break that cycle. For a long while, these people will dim your light. But there's something called post-traumatic growth that people don't know about as much as post-traumatic stress. And after a while, your light is dimmed and then it will shine more brightly than ever. And that's it. Thank you.